Folks, most comedians collect laughs. Kevin Hart collects those too, but he also collects 1,000 horsepower muscle cars, six-figure Ferraris, and custom Restomod builds so wild they stop SEMA dead in its tracks. We're talking a garage worth millions, a TV show about cars he launched with his best friends, and one machine that literally fractured his spine in 3 places, and the jaw-dropping story of what came after. Today, we're going inside the 10 most incredible cars in Kevin Hart's collection. And here's what makes this garage different from every other celebrity you've ever seen. Many of the cars have a name, a personality, and a story. Stay until number 1, because that story will genuinely stop you cold. Number 10. 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Let's kick things off with the car that started it all. Before Kevin Hart was filling arenas and stacking Ferraris, he fell hard for classic American muscle, and the origin story is pure heart. After a grueling year-long comedy tour, Hart surprised his crew, affectionately known as the Plastic Cup Boys, with classic cars as a gift for each one of them. A few hours after handing out the cars, Hart posted that the group had decided to form a club, the Plastic Cup Boys Car Club. That car club eventually became a Motor Trend TV show, a SEMA presence, and one of the most talked about celebrity car collections in America. And it all started with Kevin Hart buying his friends muscle cars because he thought they deserved them. The 1969 Chevrolet Camaro Bad News is one of the foundation stones of the Kevin Hart collection. Finished in black, built for the street, and named with exactly the attitude you'd expect from a car belonging to Kevin Hart. Number 9. 1966 Pontiac GTO Convertible Money. Here's a car whose nickname does all the talking. The 1966 Pontiac GTO convertible, which Hart calls Money, is one of the crown jewels of his classic American collection. The GTO is widely credited with launching the classic muscle car era, the car that told Detroit you could drop a big block V8 into a midsize body and sell it to the public. And Hart's drop-top version is the most desirable body style of the lot, an open-air 389 cubic inch V8 rumbling through a convertible classic on a California morning. If that isn't worth every dollar the name implies, nothing is. Hart himself admitted at SEMA 2022 that he has even more cars than he shows, saying he tries not to show around too many so you won't think I'm an a-hole. If money is what he's comfortable showing off publicly, just imagine what's still under wraps. Number 8. 1987 Buick Grand National Dark Knight. Now we start getting into the builds that separate Kevin Hart from every other celebrity collector on the planet. Because Kevin doesn't just buy cars, he commissions them. The Dark Knight is a 1987 Buick Grand National T-Top built by Wisconsin's Salvaggio Design, unveiled at SEMA 2022, and Hart saw it completed for the very first time at the opening of the show. The design is inspired by Batman himself, from the Titan body lines and deep black BASF paint to the tastefully modernized interior appointed in the blue, bronze, and gray of the superhero's classic costume, right down to bronze hardware the color of his utility belt. Under the hood, the original turbo setup was replaced with a Cadillac-sourced turbo V6, producing around 650 horsepower. The car's structure was enhanced with a modern suspension setup featuring Detroit speed components and high-performance Brembo brakes. Hart unveiled it at SEMA alongside his son, Kenzo Cash. A father and son unveiling a Batman-themed custom Buick together at SEMA. That detail is worth more than any horsepower figure. Number 7. 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner Michael Myers. If the Dark Knight was inspired by a superhero, this one draws from the opposite end of the pop culture spectrum, and it is absolutely terrifying. The 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner was built for Hart by Salvaggio Design and nicknamed Michael Myers, after the murderous character in the Halloween franchise. The black and orange creation is built on a custom frame with roll cage, featuring a brushed nickel-finished billet aluminum grille, a carbon fiber hood, and bumpers, with only the roof, doors, fenders, and rear quarter panels carried over from the original car. Then there's the engine, a 426 cubic inch V8, combining the camshaft and ported heads from a Dodge Demon, with the block and crankshaft from Mopar's Elephant crate engine, boosted by a 3.8-liter Whipple supercharger to 940 horsepower on regular pump gas. The interior features a 3D printed dashboard and a billet gearshift lever designed to look like a movie slasher knife, a knife-shaped gearshifter, in a car named after a serial killer, making 940 horsepower. Kevin Hart, ladies and gentlemen. Number 6. 1959 Chevrolet Corvette mint condition. After all that darkness and menace, here's the car that is almost offensively beautiful. Mint condition is a 1959 Chevrolet Corvette convertible Restomod, fitted with an LT1, 6.2-liter V8 from a C7 Corvette Stingray, blending the timeless classic body with genuine modern performance. The car is finished in a Franny green mint paint job, with the mint condition name placed on the Corvette badge at the rear, inside the cabin, and on both sides in custom silver badging, replacing the original fuel injection lettering. Hart paid $825,000 for this Restomod at Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale, $825,000 for a 1959 Corvette. When this car was displayed as part of the Kevin Hart collection, it was the one that stopped people in their tracks. Because amid all the black menace and carbon fiber aggression, here was this pristine, gorgeous, minty dream doing absolutely nothing wrong. Number 5. 1970 Dodge Charger. This is where we cross from impressive car collection into this man is not entirely normal. The Hellraiser is a 1970 Dodge Charger built by Speedcore, featuring a full carbon fiber body, a custom chassis, and an integrated roll cage. Under that carbon fiber hood is Mopar's Elephant, 7.0-liter V8 crate engine producing 1,000 horsepower and 950 pound-feet of torque, mated to a Dodge Demon Spec 8-speed automatic transmission. The suspension uses front components from a C6 Corvette and a classic Ford 9-inch rear end positioned via a 4-link setup with Penske double adjustable shocks, with the whole car riding on HRES 201 3-piece wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, 1,000 horsepower, in a 1970 Charger body wrapped entirely in carbon fiber. After the crash involving his previous Speedcore-built Barracuda, Hart later added the Hellraiser, this time with Recaro seats and Simpson 4-point race seatbelts. The seatbelts matter. You'll understand why at number 1. Number 4. Ferrari 488 GTB. Now we shift gears entirely, from hand-built American monsters to Maranello's finest. Hart's Ferrari history includes a 488 GTB and a 458 Spider, and while others in the collection grab more headlines, the 488 GTB is the car that shows Hart can appreciate surgical Italian precision just as much as raw American horsepower. The twin-turbocharged 3.9-liter V8 produces 660 horsepower, hits 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, and is one of the sharpest, most clinical driving experiences Ferrari has ever put on 4 wheels. In a garage full of horror movie-named muscle cars, the 488 GTB is the one that walks in quietly, says nothing, and goes faster than everything else before anyone notices. Number 3. Ferrari 812 Competizione. Among the cars Hart brought to the Los Angeles Auto Show was a 2023 Ferrari 812 Competizione, and this one is something genuinely rare. The 812 Competizione is a limited-run, track-focused machine with a naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12 that revs to 9,500 revolutions per minute and produces 830 horsepower, around 819 horsepower, with no turbochargers, no hybrid assistance, just a howling Italian V12 wrung out to within an inch of its life. Ferrari built just 999 coupe examples worldwide. In a collection packed with custom V8 muscle builds, this is the car that walks into the room and silences everyone with pure, unapologetic theater. The noise alone is worth whatever Hart paid for it, and whatever Hart paid for it was not a small number. Number 2. Ferrari SF90 Spider. If the 812 Competizione is the soul of Ferrari's past, the SF90 Spider is its future, and Kevin Hart made sure he got there first. To celebrate the release of his Netflix series True Story, Hart took delivery of a brand new Ferrari SF90 Spider, the first example delivered in the United States. Finished in black with yellow brake calipers and a matching yellow accented interior, Hart posed next to it wearing a matching yellow hoodie and black jeans for the obligatory social media reveal. The SF90 Spider is Ferrari's plug-in hybrid convertible version of the SF90 platform, combining a 4.0-liter turbocharged V8 with 3 electric motors for a combined 986 horsepower, sprinting from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.5 seconds on the way to 211 miles per hour. The starting price sits in the mid to high $500,000 before options. First in America. Of course he was. Number 1. 1970. Plymouth Barracuda Menace. Folks, this is the one. This is the car that defines Kevin Hart's entire relationship with this collection. Not because of its horsepower, not because of its value, but because of what it cost him and what it says about who he is. Hart bought the Plymouth Barracuda as a 40th birthday gift to himself, announcing on Instagram, "I added some more muscle to the family for my 40th. Welcome home, Menace." Weeks later, at 12:45 in the morning on Mulholland Highway in Calabasas, his friend Jared Black lost control behind the wheel. The Barracuda veered off the road and crashed into a ditch. The crash caused spinal fractures in 3 places. Hart required surgery and rehabilitation. For a period, he couldn't walk unassisted. He later admitted to Joe Rogan he was fortunate to have survived. A CHP investigation found that no one in the car had been wearing seatbelts. And the Barracuda itself? Authorities dismantled Menace like performing an autopsy to investigate mechanical failure, leaving the car worth a fraction of what Hart paid for it. Before the crash, Menace had been upgraded with a supercharged 6.2-liter engine from a Dodge Challenger Demon producing 720 horsepower. A birthday present, a near-fatal crash. A car named Menace that lived up to its name. The cars have names because to Hart they aren't possessions, they're chapters. And Menace is the chapter that says, "I'm still here." Well folks, there you have it. 10 machines, 10 stories. One garage that could only belong to one man. From a knife-handled horror-themed Roadrunner to the first Ferrari SF90 Spider in America. From a Batman-themed Buick unveiled with his son to a birthday present that nearly killed him. Kevin Hart's collection is as unpredictable, entertaining, and larger than life as the man himself. But here's what ties it all together. This whole world started because Hart finished a comedy tour and bought each of his closest friends their dream car. That's not a collector's instinct. That's a person's instinct. A kid from Philadelphia who built an enormous career from the ground up, and whose first thought when he made it wasn't what to buy for himself, it was what to give away to the people who rode with him. That's not a car collection, folks. That's a story about what's possible.